What's going on, everybody? Coach Heath from Project Hockey checking in. I am here with Taurai Zamchiya, one of my favorite Project Hockey members. He's from Maryland. He's been with us for a few months now, and honestly, every time I see him, he's getting better. He's doing the work every single day and just bringing that consistency. So, Taurai, why don't you say hi to everybody and tell us who you play for or who you plan on playing for next hockey season?
Hi, I play for currently the Fort DuPont AA Cannons, and then when the season starts back up again, I'm hoping to play for the Upper A, not Fort DuPont, the Upper A Nova Ice Dogs.
Right on. So you got some goals set to make a team next hockey season. Sounds like that's awesome. So why do you play hockey? For one, how did you get started in the game of hockey, and why do you play it?
Well, I got started when I was about 10-ish, and I was going to my friend's house after school, and he had a video game there, so I wanted to try it out, and I actually really liked it. So when I came home, I started watching the Capitals games, and I was like, wow, I really like this sport. So about a couple months later, my neighbors were going to a tryout thing, but it wasn't really a tryout. It was like where you can try hockey and see if you like it. And so me and my mom went, and it turned out that I really liked it. And so we went from there.
And it's just what you do. That's awesome. That's cool. So you didn't start playing hockey till you're 10 years old?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I also got kind of a late start in the game, and uh I think with the way the world is now, it's not as hard to catch up. And so, just because I live in Minnesota and kids here start when they're like 2 years old, which is crazy. But I don't think that late start is that big of a deficit anymore. And so that's cool that a video game got you hooked. And people always give video games a bad rap, but it started a passion for you in the game of hockey. So that's awesome. What made you sign up for Project Hockey?
Well, at first, I didn't think I was going to do it because I thought it was one of those classes where people are just going straight through it. They don't really say, who are you? Where are you from? They don't really introduce people. It's kind of awkward when they do that. But I did Project Hockey the first time for the members class, and I really enjoyed it because you guys went through everything clearly and we met each other. And then you went through everybody's names and we got to know each other.
That's a huge part of our program, is that we want to be more than just a PDF. And we're a community, right? Where we know who each other are. We're always jumping on Instagram and Facebook and communicating with each other. And then with our new app, we're going to be able to give fist bumps and things like that, and comment on people's workouts. And so that community feel is what we started with. And so that's awesome that that's coming through. And I appreciate you saying that. I mean, that kind of rolls into the next question, but what do you think makes Project Hockey different than any other training that you've done?
Well, other trainings that I've done, like in real life versus Project Hockey on Zoom, I can't say that the real life it's hard to compare real life to Project Hockey because it's on Zoom. But
Absolutely.
Project Hockey is better than the real life ones because we did some running, and then after the running, the coaches were trying to figure out what to do with us because we had an hour till lunch break and then get on the ice.
Yeah.
So with Project Hockey, everything's quick and efficient, and then you guys have a game plan for everything.
Every day we have a plan. I think it's crazy that to show up without one. And so that's huge. We pride ourselves on spending more time doing the work instead of time figuring out what to do or what drill to do or what stick handling drill. We got it laid out. Boom, boom, boom. You're able to get it done. Sometimes you can probably get it done in 20 to 25 minutes total, from warm up to strength work to skill set session, all the way down to that challenge of the day. And so efficiency is huge, especially with how fast the world moves. Like, to be able to dedicate 45, 30 minutes a day to hockey is tough enough. And so it's good to have that plan. What do you love about Project Hockey? What stands out to you the most, other than what we've talked about a little bit?
It is probably, again, the atmosphere of all the people and just how efficiently everything is done versus like I tried another Zoom class, but it didn't really work out that well because the people weren't that nice. and they didn't really go over morals. They just did basic stuff like stick handling, and that was it.
Yeah. That's a huge part of that community, and I love that you keep tapping on that. We're in this thing together, and with our members growing daily, it's cool to see people like yourself that welcome people in, and a lot of times in our Zoom classes, if you do get done first, you're always willing to kind of help out and make sure other kids and athletes are getting better at hockey and having fun and making sure they're doing the work. And so that's a big thing we say at Project Hockey is do the work. A lot of times there's a lot of things out there that are really fancy and shiny, but when it really comes down to it, the most important thing is that effort piece and the idea that just doing the work. And so what you've been with us a few months now, and kids kind of take on their own definitions of that, but what does do the work mean to you?
Do the work is where you're on a Zoom call, so people can't say, "Oh, you didn't do this correctly." So you have to have the mentality that you want to do it correctly, so you make yourself better, not just get the fastest time there, and then you have the bragging rights. It doesn't matter about the bragging rights. You want to have the efficiency. If you have bragging rights, that's okay. If you have efficiency, then that's going to take you far.
Yeah, it's going to take you extremely far. And we're talking about here. And if you're just listening to this and you're not a member, what we do is we have challenges at the end of our workout that you actually get a score from, whether it's for time or for a certain amount of work. And so Taui actually, every time I get to work with him or if I see videos of him, he's always making sure he's stick handling the right way. He's doing his squats correctly. He's doing full repetitions on his burpees or whatever it is we're doing that day. And it's really cool to see that improvement because, again, over time, you're really competing against yourself, right? So if you do workout A on Monday, and then 3 months later, you do workout A again, you want to see that improvement. And so if you just went through it and blew through it and didn't do it the correct way, that score doesn't really matter. Where what I love about what you do is you do it correctly, you do it as best you can, you do it as efficiently, like you said, and you do it as fast as you can. And then you move do it down the road and you still have those same morals and those same that same integrity inside of that challenge. And so you're able to see some really cool numbers and development and stuff like that. And so I'm super excited for you to continue working with us, and I'm even more excited for you to get back on the ice and for tryouts and stuff like that. And so if there's anything you ever need, just reach out and let us know. But do you have any final thoughts that you want to shout out to everybody?
No, I don't think so. I just can't wait for the season to start again.
Yeah, I'm with you. I miss the game of hockey, and it'll be back before we know it. But I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you very much. And again, if you need anything, reach out. But in the meantime, just keep doing the work. All right.
Having me.
Good job, buddy. Thanks for jumping on here.